Okay. GAGUT greetings, everybody. I'm live on my gram. All right. So what we're doing right now is we're pouring libations in honor of our ancestors, in remembrance of our ancestors. And we do this because we want their spirit to live on to help us in everything that we do now. We have esteemed ancestors, not Uncle Ray Ray that shot up the bar and went to jail. Not that ancestor. We're talking about Harriet Tubman, Frederick Douglass, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, even our brother Nipsey Hussle, who passed on, Dr. Sabi. We say those names and we pour libation and remember to them so that we can call upon the greatness that is a part of us as well to help us today, right now. And what's so heavy about acknowledging our ancestors, peace and love, acknowledging our ancestors is all of Western society is about acknowledging their ancestors. You can't go for a walk in the park without some statue of some old white man sitting on a horse looking at some, what's that mountain where they carved all the presidents' faces on it? Mount Rushmore. Even when you go in your pocket right now to pull out some money to make an exchange to get some food or something to drink to feed your family, what you looking at? A dead president, a dead white man. So it's all about honoring the ancestors and acknowledging them and making sure that we call upon them to keep their spirit alive in us, to keep that same energy alive in us, and to remember that everything that they did, we can still do today. We're still doing the work of Imhotep. We're still doing the work of King Tut Aken, Akhenaten, Karakamoon. We're still doing that work. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you exactly how we do it. You know what I'm saying? Peace and love to everybody in the room. And I just want y'all to help and repeat after me. Or when I say Ashe, it's after the name of our ancestor, all right? So I already put one out there. Let's say Harriet Tubman. Ashe. Somebody else, give me one. Who? Ashe.
Dick Gregory.
Ashe.
Imhotep.
Ashe.
Marcus Garvey.
Ashe.
Harriet Tubman.
Ashe. So you can get two of them.
Nate the Great.
I'm still here. Ashe. I give you one for that too. I want to also bring into remembrance my grandma Jean, who just passed last month. Ashe. Anybody else?
My cousin Kevin Freeman.
Ashe.
My great grandma Ophelia Bugs.
Ashe.
Sandra Henry, which is my grandmother.
Ashe.
Frank Slayton.
Ashe. Sandra Bland. Ashe. Mike Brown. Ashe. Trayvon Martin. Ashe. Eric Gardner. Ashe. Give me one more. Latifah. Ashe. All right, so we pour these libations in remembrance of our ancestors to keep their spirit alive right now. All right, so we're about to go inside and we're going to bust grub because we done opened the way. We're waiting for people to still come, but as we wait for them, that don't mean we can't get it popping right now. You know what I'm talking about? All right, everybody say what's up to my family on my Instagram. Bung, what up? All right, so let's go back inside and let's get to this grub. Let's get it popping. All right, come on, let's do it.
I'm going to go last.
Are you scared of the steps?
Yes.
Yeah, I got some steps at my crib, yeah. Peace and love. What up, everybody? So let me show y'all this spread. I'm gonna show y'all the food we got. Peace and love. Okay.
Listen, we ain't gonna
I was about to do now. Yo, watch me see this food, yo. Watch me see this food.
What?
GAGUT greetings. Absolutely. Okay. So, and we can say a prayer over the food if somebody wants to say some words, but I definitely want to say a couple words about what we're dining on today, this evening. I thought I opened it. Yeah, I opened it. All right.
Down here.
Take some of it out and put it in that pitcher for me first, and then you can pour the rest inside that joint so I can put the salad in there. Alright, so we're about to get it in, alright? We're about to get it in. And I want to show y'all this food, because this food is heavy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's enough right there, Jim. Is it enough? Yeah, give me a little bit more. All right, so we got Jimmy in here. Jimmy's working his bag of ice. His bag of ice busting his ass. You want to slam it against the Jones? There we go. Hey, don't put it on the floor, Jimmy. It just don't look right. Yeah, I don't feel right about that. Yo, peace to everybody in the room. So I made all of this food myself. I made this food. I don't even want to be like, I made it and somebody else helped me. Nobody helped me do this shit. I did it all myself. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even trying to take credit from nobody. I really did it all myself. You know what I'm saying? And I just said that to let you know your brother got cooking. Grab a little bit more, put it in there for me. In the picture. My nigga. Yeah. Alright, that's good. Okay. Alright. I'll put some plastic wrap on top of that. Alright, could you invite your guests to come in?
Tajay, Octavia.
Come in here.
Come.
Ven acá.
Ven acá. Ven acá.
Either one.
Ven aquí.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, that's nice.
Might occasion that joint a little bit. It's cool though. Alright. I'll leave that on the side. Alright, boom. So, I don't know if y'all want to say some words over the food, but I definitely want to say some words over this food.
Everything you put in your mouth.
You know what I'm saying? I'm going to start there, man. That's good. Alright, so look. Here's our spread. This is what we got, alright? So I got some blé. This is a Haitian dish. It's Haitian. It's blé. This is spicy. This whole tray right here is spicy. So it's, okay, so that's why I'm letting you know. So you know the first one, skip that. All right, so this is the blé, and this is the biryani. This biryani is spicy. This biryani is not spicy. All right, so we got some kale with some chickpeas and sweet peppers, not hot peppers, sweet peppers. You don't like kale?
I love kale.
I'm gonna say kale
That
popping.
yeah.
Kale popping. And we got some brown rice. This is all brown rice. All brown rice. You're not supposed to eat white rice. White rice is
Wash your hands, bro. Go wash your hands.
yeah, here come Bam. He just come in touching on himself. Calm down, Bam.
Rubbing yourself.
Let me
lick myself first.
Calm down, man. Calm down. All right, so now we got. Can you pass me that spoon right there, Jimmy? Yeah, give it a turn. Start it real quick so people can see it. So that's yeah. So that's some curry and mango.
Plenty of times.
Curry and mango chickpeas. It's delicious.
Listen, it's the best thing.
The curry mango chickpeas is crazy.
Just join.
All right, go ahead, put that down. That's a good observation. And we got some plantain empanadas made with some plantains instead of the flour. We made it with plantain empanadas. Then we got some vegan junk food. We got some lasagne, or they say lasagna right there. Then we got some seafood pasta salad right there with seaweed, sea moss, and spirulina. There's no sea animals in there. You know what I mean? Then we got a picture of mango iced tea over there with some elderberry and some goji berries. You know what I'm saying? Because you are what you eat. All right? You are what you eat. Your behavior is dictated by your brain, and your brain is functional only about the stuff that you allow in your body, the energy you allow in your body, the position in life you put yourself in, the people around you, the stuff you listen to. You know what I'm saying? So for a Gagutian, the perfect gift is a Gagutical life. All right? And if you're not eating Gagutical food, then you're taking on the persona of a non-Gagutian, and that's not what we want. You know what I'm saying? All right? So we're about to bust this grub. Do anybody else want to say anything before we take parts?
GAGUT greetings.
GAGUT greetings. Let's go. All right.
Gratitude.
Okay.
Celebrating your birthday.
Absolutely.
Your
Birthday.
My GAGUT
Welcome
birthday.
to Earth Day.
Absolutely.
Your GAGUT birthday.
Absolutely.
The grand all.
The God Almighty Grand Unified Theorem. Let's go.
And much appreciation and gratitude and love. And
Absolutely.
blessings.
Absolutely. Peace and love. Anybody else? Bam? Couple words?
Great day.
Cool. Couple words, Tay Tay?
Happy Earth Day.
All right. Couple words? Anything? Anything? She's overwhelmed.
Here.
Jimmy?
I'm just here.
All right, that's what's up. All right. All right, so look, we're about to get this in, and we're going to check back in with you later. We're going to talk black to you in a little bit. This is your brother, and I love you because I love myself. Peace.
I, J, comma, J, equals 0. Very good.
Hey.
Wait, you let her cut it? You let her cut it?
I think I was about to cut it.
That's right.
No, I'm about to eat.
Oh, snap. That is too cute. Who did your cake?
Say, I'm from the
did
GAGUT
it.
town.
Now I really want a piece.
You really want the whole plate?
Said this a GAGUT town.
I want this food.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get this
And I
food.
come from the GAGUT part.
No.
Guest of honor.
Guest of honor is her.
Yeah. What up, though?
Not you. I'm just kidding. Can I get the first?
Happy GAGUT
KK,
birthday.
you so silly.
Come on.
Hey,
With
give me a
the
slice of that.
silver glitter.
Give me a slice of that.
Here. Here you go. Stop it. I'll get you one.
Yeah, that's popping, right?
Here. There's no fork. No, I want the fork. I saw it. I saw it. There's no fork in here. I want the spoon. Okay, fine. Take a spoon.
What does it say on the cake, Indigo? What does it say?
G,
Mhm.
I,
J,
J,
comma,
J,
J, equals
equals
0.
0.
A GAGUT.
Gaga.
Wow.
Yes. Yes, Indigo.
Yo,
What is that,
That
even
was
supposed to
amazing.
mean?
that's the God Almighty Grand Unified
Pretty
Theorem.
poppin'.
See, now we gotta do a whole nother demonstration
It's
for
moist
the
and
kids.
everything.
It's good.
It's good. This joint is everything. I can't
Let's see
even
her face.
tell
Look at her
the
face.
difference. This joint is everything.
Yeah, you cut your piece.
Yo, this joint is popping. Yo, we had a good day,
Right here? Good thing we're still here for the cake.
right?
We love
Missed the best part, say the best for last.
Oh man, that was heavy. That was heavy. If you missed it, let me show you again.
Can I cut the
Got that GLJ coming J equals 0.
No, baby, leave that.
That Grand Unified Theorem. It's crazy, like. So this is stuff that my daughter at 3 years old is getting to know. And KK, how old are you now? 8 years old. All right, so this cake represents the unified field theorem, which unifies quantum physics, astrophysics, the physical world as we know. You understand that? You're gonna learn. You're gonna learn. It don't matter. We're gonna show you.
She's so
That was
intelligent,
crazy.
but I can
It's
tell by
crazy.
how she talks.
Yo, this is crazy. This was a good day. Yo, so if you missed my last, like, I don't know, live, 1 or 2 lives, go back and check it out. You know what I'm saying? I definitely had a presentation I didn't go live on because I was too busy running my mouth. I should have went live on that joint too while we was talking, but it's all good. You know what I'm saying? But definitely mission accomplished.
Well,
You know what I'm
next time,
saying?
okay?
I got a question
Core fit, peace and love. What up?
for your live. So,
Okay, had a O.
Go ahead.
so how does this would mark your birthday, like your Gagutian birthday?
Well, this is a rebirth. A birthday, you know, I celebrated my birthday with my mother. I took my mother out. I usually do something with my mother on my birthday, every birthday. But my GAGUT birthday, you celebrate your rebirth from 3/5 false labeling from Jim Crow to 5/3 from our GAGUTical Constitution, which was awarded to us from the United States government, the federal government under the Clinton administration when they investigated it in 1997, and Yale University, Yale School of Science, when they investigated it in 1997, labeling us actually to be 5/3 instead of 3/5 of intelligence. We're 5/3. So honoring that and acknowledging that is our GAGUT birthday. You know what I'm saying? So I encourage everybody who has a birthday to throw a GAGUT birthday party. Where we invite friends and family, close relatives, you know, whoever that we actually know, and we deliver the God order. We actually share this information because a lot of us do not even know. And as a consequence of that, we go out in the modern day world and we're acting like we're 3/5. We're maintaining and actually keeping alive the spirit of Jim Crowism. You know what I'm saying? So we're actually the leaders. We're actually the teachers. We're actually the ones who are responsible for all of these luxuries that we've grown accustomed to. Like we talked about earlier, Garrett Morgan made the traffic light, refrigeration, you know what I'm saying? Air conditioning. All of these are things that was made by our ancestors who was put into the position of Jim Crow labeling 3/5 of a human being. Like Edward Boucher, who we talked about. Edward Boucher's birthday was in September as well. So was Otis Redding. You know what I'm saying? So Edward Boucher graduated being the first PhD in physics and black. He was the first black person to graduate with a PhD in physics, but he graduated to unemployment because the common conception that was put forth by Jim Crow, 3/5 of a human being, false labeling. You see what I'm saying? So more importantly than everybody else knowing, first we got to know who we are. And with us knowing who we are, the true knowledge itself is GAGUTian, coming into your GAGUTian consciousness. You know what I'm saying? So all of the food we had today was GAGUTical food. None of it involved animal products. None of it involved, Popeye's chicken was not here. You know what I'm saying? Like, even with the cake was a vegan cake. There was no animal products used in the cake. There was no animal products used in the libations. We had some organic wine. We listened to music, we talked, we ate, we had fun, and we shared the God order, you know what I'm saying, which is quantum physics. Like, how many parties you been to and people sit around and talk about quantum physics?
None.
One.
Oh, right here. Before this one, none.
So this is a GAGUT birthday celebration, which is celebrating our life. You know what I'm saying? For a GAGUTian, celebrating GAGUT is celebrating our life. You know what I'm saying? And just like with the food, you are what you eat.
Yes.
You know, your behavior is controlled by your mind, and your mind is controlled by whatever you allow into your body. Via what you listen to, the people you're around, what you see, definitely what you eat. So, you know, we don't promote eating animals or animal products. Even if you just do a simple Google search of genius vegetarians, you'll find Albert Einstein, Nikola Tesla, Thomas Edison, and those are the Europeans. Pythagoras. The Pythagoreans follow Pythagoras. Pythagoras went to school in Egypt for 23 years. So who you think taught him to do that? Our ancient African ancestors. I got a book over here that talk about it, but I think it's in my other room. But also Gabrielle Yibo is a vegetarian, doesn't eat animals. So, you know, to be GAGUTical is to have a GAGUTian diet. And if you're off of that diet, you are what you eat. So now you're taking on a personification of a non-GAGUTian person. So this is referring back to 3/5 Jim Crow false labeling. So that whole Popeye's chicken, that's how many people are under the 3/5 false labeling. That's the consciousness they're operating in. And that's not even second frequency, that's third frequency. See, the Europeans are operating under second frequency. When you're a GAGUTian, you're a leader. You are the leaders. That's first frequency. Everybody else follows you. This is first frequency. The Europeans are second frequency. Jim Crow false labeling is third frequency, 3/5. So we got to up our level. We got to have our GAGUTian rebirth days. You know what I'm saying? So for everybody else, if your birthday is in September, October, November, when you do celebrate your birthday, it's all right for you to do something that you're already accustomed to. Like I'm already accustomed to doing something with my mother, so I did something with my mother. But in addition to that, I threw a GAGUTian birthday party. And in that GAGUTian birthday party, I celebrated myself using GAGUT, therefore immortalizing myself with GAGUT. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm definitely uploading this video to the YouTube channel. So if you missed everything, you can definitely catch it because we're going to upload that. Then we're going to share that with OFABIT. And I definitely will encourage the professor to share this on their YouTube channel as well. So this is going to be going up. And this is only to do as an example to show you what to do. To show you how it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
In order to do this, we got to be operating in a certain spirit. You know what I'm saying? To keep in mind that we're also immortalizing those ancestors. Like I talked about Edward Boucher. You know what I'm saying? Who didn't have the chance to get his GAGUTical constitution, labeling him 5/3 instead of 3/5. See, right now, and what's crazy is I was talking to another brother the other day, my man Duncan. He's in Toronto. We was talking about this. What GAGUT did is GAGUT unified all of the known elements of the universe, all of the elements of the periodic table of elements, which is 118, simplified them down to hydrogen. To one element, hydrogen.
Mm-hmm.
Like hydrogen and oxygen, H2O, like water. We're now coming into the age of Aquarius.
Right.
Which is illustrated by a man pouring a bucket of water. It is now the age of GAGUT. We're entering the age of the GAGUTians. I don't know how, but I just seem to be ahead of the curve. You seem to be ahead of the curve. You're tuned in right now. You're tuned into the highest frequency, first frequency. First frequency. So we have to stop acting. Like we talk about melanin, right?
Mm-hmm.
How melanin reacts in our bodies. How melanin reacts outside of our bodies. How the melanin, the melanocytes in our skin communicate with the sun and synthesize that energy and spread it evenly, disperse it throughout our bodies. That melanin was always doing that. You can't enslave it. We were merely acting, pretending to be enslaved, pretending we were 3/5. In all actuality, we are the leaders.
Right.
So it's time to stop acting. It's time to stop pretending. It's time to get up out of that false labeling of 3/5, Jim Crow, 13th Amendment, white supremacy, BS. And the only way we do that is through the supreme mathematics of GAGUT. Unfallibly, this cannot be challenged or debated. They've tried to debate it. They've tried to challenge it. Through the White House, Clinton administration investigation in 1997, through the Yale investigation in 1997, through Göttingen University.
You don't want no ice cream?
They've all tried and failed. Even Albert Einstein, Galileo Galilei, Isaac Newton. All of these great European minds thought and thought and thought with all of the tools. Listen, all the king's horses and all the king's men could not put Humpty Dumpty together.
I'm gonna take the ice cream.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this is ordained by God Almighty for us to actually fall in place to where we're supposed to be in our God-given, God-ordained positions in the planet, in humanity, in the universe as leaders, as teachers, as first frequency people. We're first frequency people.
That's right.
We're the most spiritual people on the face of the earth.
Absolutely.
We're more spiritual than the Pope. The Pope ain't got nothing on my grandmama, my big mama. Listen.
Right. The most compassionate, the most intelligent.
That's right. The most undefeatable, invincible race, period. Infallible. And we know that for sure because they tried to kill us.
Mm-hmm.
They tried to kill all of us. Look at the 1930s Great Depression.
Mm-hmm.
When they found out there was no money and the stock markets crashed, they was killing themselves.
Because their net worth went poof.
But what was we doing?
Doing us.
Chilling. Chilling. That didn't affect our way of life.
Right, oh no.
Because we learned that nature is our true resource.
Mm-hmm.
God
That's right.
Almighty gives us life, gives us our wealth. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what the GAGUT birthday celebration is about. And realizing that we are first frequency. We are the leaders. We are the precursors to human evolution. This thing called evolution wouldn't be possible without black people. We have the most polymorphisms. We have the most genetic intelligence. The genetic diversity resides in us.
Mm-hmm.
You can go to Europe. Look at Europeans. They can't make a black baby. But black people can make a white baby.
I feel like we knew all of this.
When we see, right, we knew it.
But this is proof.
Right. Now everyone knows it.
Yeah, this is evidence.
Everyone knows it. You know what I'm saying? It's taken from a place of us having that intuition
That's enough.
to it being tangible. We can write it down. I can show you my scrap
Exactly.
paper.
Because we can talk all we want, the Moors, you know what I mean? Like we civilized, the Europeans and this and that. We have all these notes and, Egypt and this and that and Kemet and all that stuff. But now it's like, it's tangible.
Right. It's not possible for any other source for intelligence. We're the leaders.
Yeah, we're the pinnacle.
Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? So, for us to know that and for us to see it and feel it are different things. But for us to do that all together, we already felt it. Now we know it, we see it, we can touch it. This means everything. You know what I'm saying? So we got to start acting in accordance, moving in accordance to the God
We could
order.
be walking around with badges like, nigga, this guy. Like,
Right.
y'all can't be here.
Right.
Yes.
GAGUT, you know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
real shit, like,
Yes.
Actually, because we're superior. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
We should be reverend, we should be the ruler.
Energetically walking into that room, owning it.
Period. Everybody
With
bow down real quick.
confidence.
You know what I mean? Yes, GAGUT. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Energetically, and they will feel that frequency. And they, yes, queen,
yeah,
and they'll
period.
know.
Period.
Right. So we got to be our wonderful, beautiful, brilliant black selves. GAGUTian selves. You know what I'm saying?
No, you don't get
And,
it. You already had enough.
It is what it is. We can't settle for second prize. We're the only thing to be celebrated. And it just is what it is. And, we don't have a problem with anybody's theology. And that's another thing that comes into question a lot of time. But when we know that theology is the study of God and religious belief, it has nothing to do with science. It has nothing to do with mathematics. We're talking about the supreme mathematics that governs everything when we talk about GAGUT. And it came through black people. And it has to. There's no other way it can happen. All of those European great minds had the best institutions and the best technologies, and none of them could find this. None of them could find it. You know what I'm saying? This is the same mathematics that they used to build the pyramids with. When they went into Africa and they stumbled upon Egypt and Kemet, and they realized that these people built these monuments to coordinate with the heavens. Not only that, these monuments paralleled the mathematics to which our bodies grow. The golden mean, or they call the Fibonacci sequence. All of that mathematics is encompassed in those monuments. So they knew that they had a grand unified theorem. They knew that they made the connection between quantum physics, physics, and astrophysics. So as above,
So as below.
absolutely.
And if you go to a museum, they say, well, we don't know how they did it.
Absolutely. They don't know. We know.
We know.
It has to come through us. It can't come from nowhere else.
Well, can you get the $1,000 book? The book.
Oh, you want to see it?
You want to show them the book, just the cover.
I don't want to.
You
They
don't wanna
seen
show
it.
the
They
face
seen
on
it
it?
already.
Okay.
I can show you when we hang up.
Alright.
They seen it already. They seen it already. And plus, I want to reserve it for when I actually want to go in on it, because we ain't going to go in it right now.
Okay.
Because I'll be damned if I spill some cake on this book. You know what I'm saying? But look, this is your brother, and I love you because I love myself. GAGUT greetings to everybody. And I wish you a GAGUT birthday. If you're celebrating your birthday, celebrate a GAGUT birthday, a rebirth. You know what I mean? From the fraudulent label to the more accurate label given to you by your GAGUTical constitution, confirmed by all of the governments in the world right now. Get into your proper position as a leader. You know what I'm saying? GAGUT greetings. Peace.
Peace.